What's up, divas, and what's up, divas? Your girl April. So it is time for Real Talk Diva time. Yes, finally Wednesday, finally time for another Real Talk Diva episode. And as you guys know, you can always send me in your real life situations if you need advice or just our basic opinion here on the YT world. You can always email me at MuffinIsMyLovers2012@gmail.com. Please make sure to put in the subject line Real Talk, so that way I know that it is an official business Real Talk related email. Other than that, I have been trying to do two Real Talk emails a week, because there are others that have been waiting for quite some time, and I do try to do them in an orderly fashion. I really don't want anyone to skip ahead of anyone else, even though you guys would probably not know that you were skipped ahead of. However, I just try to be fair and make sure that I go accordingly to when I receive the emails. Now, I'm not really sure about today if I'm going to be able to do two emails, because the one that I'm going to read to you is pretty long. I've already went ahead and drank my entire glass of wine that I usually would drink, well, not usually, but I've been trying to drink during Real Talk. And that is because if I ask you to stop texting me because I'm reading the email off of my phone and you're interrupting me and I'm getting your phone call and your text while I'm trying to do a video, and I've done this video, restarted it 4 times in a row, then you're making me pissed off and you got me drinking all my wine up. And if you're wondering who I'm referring to, yes, I'm referring to my lovely bae, boo, whatever you want to call him right about now. He's really starting to piss me off. Like, stop texting and calling me, dude. I'm trying to do something. Like, some people just don't know when to fucking stop. Like, seriously. Like, yeah, love you too, but can you just, like, chill out for a second on some real shit? I'm doing a video. So anyway, let's get into this Real Talk video. Okay, so anyway, guys, I don't know if it's Real Talk Tuesday or Real Talk Wednesday or Friday, but I've gotten enough interruptions today on trying to do this video, and in a minute I'm about to like spaz off on everyone. You know, I'm trying to do a video. I have the door closed, the sign on my door. Please don't knock and interrupt me. I already said a few minutes ago that I was doing a video. Then I've got those who keep calling and texting me, like I already told you as well, but you keep doing the same thing. It's like, leave me the fuck alone. And I'm like really in a place right now where I just want to be left the fuck alone. Seriously. Yeah. Maybe this Real Talk should be about me, because in a minute I'm just going to explode, and then everybody's going to be like, oh, what is wrong with her? Is she acting all crazy? No, because y'all motherfuckers don't leave me alone. Okay? Just leave me alone for a minute. Like, for real, I'm like really in my feelings right now. And this is a fucked up place for me, because I'm trying to do some shit, and right now it just changed my whole mood. Like, seriously. Okay, so I had to go and just like take a breather real quick. And you guys probably understand, or maybe you don't, but I don't really ask for much. I like my time to be my time, which is really, I don't really get too much time to myself, you know. And when I do what I do, which is a video, I really don't like to be interrupted. And I really don't feel like I need to do the video take 5 times, because constant interruptions, you know what I'm doing, but you're still just doing it. And it starts to feel like you're doing it to me out of spite. Like, what do you need to tell me you're getting off of work at 7 o'clock and you're going to call your son and all of this stuff and tell him and blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't, even after I just told you to stop texting me because it's just ringing off of my phone and it's in the video and I'm trying to use my phone and it's connected to my iPad and all of this shit, and it's ringing off of that too, which is under my camera and just connected to speakers, and it's like, okay, could you just stop, please? Just fucking stop. And if I tell you, and then if I call you up and I tell you to stop, well, can't you just go tell him, just, why, what part don't you get, just, what part don't you just get? Like, just stop, okay? Then I got those knocking at my door, like, it's like, okay, leave. I know as parents and as women, as people, sometimes we just want to be left the hell alone. And today is one of those days right now for me where I just want to be left the fuck alone. Like, for real, on some real shit, I just want to be left alone. So, yeah. And this is not helping at all. All of this interruptions, like, please leave me alone. I don't bother nobody. Just leave me alone. So anyway, I had to take a breather because it's like, what? Who's knocking at my door? What do you want? Why are you texting me? Just leave me alone. In a minute, I'm about to change my number, okay, and run away. Run away and change my number. So nobody won't be knocking at my motherfucking door or calling my goddamn phone either. Just leave me the hell alone, for real, right now. But anyway, so this is going to be a long freaking, not long, but it's going to be long enough. And with me ranting, it's not helping none, okay? But if you guys are wondering about my hair, what is up with the braid twist? Yes, I twisted it today because it is hot as holy hell outside in Arizona. It's like 103, whatever. I'm not used to that shit. And in the summertime, I really be feeling like it's time to snatch the wig off. So I have in my clip-ins, and I just did some twists down. I twist down to each side. And as the day goes on, it gets a little bit looser, which is fine because it looks cute, but it won't like loosen up. But it's cool. It's a cool style. I can breathe. My neck is out, you know, and I'm not feeling like I'm about to snatch something out of my head. So I just felt like, you know what, today is the day. I'm just going to go ahead and be super cool. Super cool because my temperature is rising, okay? So let's get into this, for real. Let's get into this email. And I think if I have one more damn interruption, I'm just going to just say quits for right now. Hey Muffins, is my lovers. You can call me Maya. First, thank you for taking time reading my email. I'm hoping to hear your input on my situation. I'm going to try to make a long story short. I'm 38 years of age, got married at 21 years of age. Before I got married, I was dating my husband since teen years. The first year was good, but I would learn some things. Well, this so-called human of a man has a problem putting his hands on me and cheating. I've come to realize that he grew up in a violent home, watching his father abuse his mother. So of course he became his father. I never was the type to tell my business as a woman and wife. You deal with the best way. The abuse got pretty much out of control and cheating all the time, lying and having this no home training tricks, calling my house. Whoa, wait. The abuse got pretty much out of control, and the cheating and the lying and having these no home training tricks, calling my house, telling me what he was doing. And his family can't stand me and talking about our kids and my family. Now I'm from the old school. Now I'm no angel, but I never slept with a married man or messed around on another woman's boyfriends or played those games. I'm calling the wife. I can pat myself on the back and say, thank God I wasn't that low in life. But as a wife, girl, I experienced that shit and was being abused, but never cried or showed weakness. I pretty much hit his sorry ass back. Yes, a few times even busted his lips for him not to say two wrongs that make a right. But I'm no punk. We are still married, just living apart. We have 2 boys. After so much of the bullshit, I always prayed and asked God to take him away and take all my feelings away. I was so tired. One day I found condoms in my car and lipstick, which I knew wasn't mine. I pretty much laughed it off. And as always, men play those. I don't know where that came from, or the wind blew it in the car, right? Maybe a few months later, I met a guy. A few months later, I met a guy, and at first it was just talking. He knew I was married. Well, I started to have feelings. He was much older, showing me things, making me laugh, and yes, I then started to have an affair. After coming home, cleaning and cooking, my phone rings and my husband's mistress calls, who's 20 years of age, telling me more bullshit. I told her, stop calling and take the sorry ass. She will learn. And take his sorry ass. She will learn he's no good. After hanging up on my husband. After hanging up. Okay, and it's kind of hard for me to read this because it has no commas in it. So, after hanging up with the mistress, my husband comes home and starts hitting me, throwing shit at me. Then this clown chokes me till I couldn't breathe. Once he let go, I got up, grabbed my cell phone, and dialed 911. This clown knew it was over. He went into our bedroom, destroyed my things. The cops came and he was arrested, and I had to go to the police station to give my statement. These so-called police treated me like I was the abuser, not the victim. So we went through the whole court thing. After that, I realized that I was in a domestic violence relationship for years. And now his friends and family and everyone else will know. But this fool that I call the devil made me look out to be the bad and crazy one. Now people were turning on me left and right, even my best friend. I just gave up. I just gave up and cut everybody out of my life. 2 years later, I had a girl by a guy I was seeing. So she had a baby by some guy she was seeing. So 2 years later, I'm going to put it in my own words. 2 years later, I had a little girl by a guy I was seeing. I dedicated my life to my kids and took his ass back to court for child support. Not spousal support. You would think he would shut up, but oh no. I'm the bitch now, and as always, his side bitches are calling in all of my business, which people don't realize we're still married. His mother and sisters and all social media talking about me. On social media talking about me. April, I just pray and leave it in God's hands, but there is so much a person can take. I come from a good family. My parents are still living and are still married. I never witnessed anything like what I've been through. And if I was wrong having this clown locked up, then I would be wrong. My family witnessed the abuse, not his family. They're all the way in another state. And this fool, and this trick he's seeing, and this, oh, she calls her a trick. She calls him a trick. And this trick he's seeing, she is beyond stupid. Because if she was so good and I was so bad, then why is he still married? Why has he left his kids and put his hands on his wife and cheat? I wish I could get them all together in one room and slap them all like Dietrich Hayden said. Thank you, Dietrich Hayden said. Thank you for reading my email and making me laugh. The real talk topic. Okay, so I'm sorry. I do apologize, guys, if I was like going in and out because it was kind of hard for me to read. It was long, but she didn't separate with any commas or periods. So it's like, okay, I just kept running on as a sentence. And no disrespect to you, Maya, but you know, I got the gist of it, and I hope you guys did too. I'm just gonna break it down to you. So Maya was married to a guy that she met when she was dating her husband since she was a teen. So they was dating since they were teens. She's 38 years old now. She got married at 21. She has 2 sons with this guy, and all he is a jackass because he constantly was beating on her during the marriage, cheating. He had been cheating on her as well, cheating and lying on her, beating on her, and not to mention he had his bitches calling their house, disrespecting her. So basically, she finally got some win and got some type of smarts and did put his ass in jail for just abuse, spousal abuse, but you know, she did meet someone else finally and had a child with them. That's from what I'm taking. She had a child with them, but they're still married. You know, his family is against her, and her family, which is in another state, she really has no support right there. But I guess basically she can't take it anymore. She can't take the bitches calling her up and things of that nature. Here's my thing, Maya. First of all, you know, we all have a situation that we go through in any marriage. You know, I went through some shit in my own marriage with my husband. He was an alcoholic. He was a jailbird. He was a liar. And amongst that, he was just a failure as a person, a failure as a husband. You know, I can't sit here and lie to you and say, oh, no, we didn't have any fist fights, because we did have a couple. And I'm not the type to sit down and allow you to put your hands on me. We're going to fight to the end, and if somebody gonna come out and not breathing, and I damn sure I'm still right here, okay? But this still not a good situation to be in. But I don't think that it's fair to either one of you guys to go back and forth with each other. Him, on the other hand, if you seen that he was putting his hand on you, I really can't say, oh, once, give him a chance, because one time is enough. I don't know, with me, I think if he would have hit me one time, I would have busted his fucking mouth open. And that's just me. You would have learned from that first situation. Don't you ever in your life put your hands on me again, or else you're going to leave out of here in a body bag, dude. Today, Negro, you will leave out of here in a body bag. But when you got your bitches calling in my motherfucking crib while we married, nigga, you out your rabbit ass mind. Shh. You better sleep with both of your eyes open, because you better hope that I don't slit your motherfucking throat while you sleeping, and then send your organs to your bitch house, okay? Send your esophagus and tongue to that bitch house and be like, here's what's left of him, bitch. Now call that. You know, I don't know. Some women just put up with it because they have kids, and some women be feeling like they don't have no support because their family's not around. Me, personally, I don't really care. I don't have no family around me either but my kids. And sad to say, I'm just not going to allow any of the shit transpire in front of me. There are always other there are always outlets such as domestic violence shelters, the police station, domestic violence groups, friends, other family members. There's always an outlet to get out of a situation. And sometimes women just stay because they just feel like they don't have no outlet. They feel like they're not going to have anything if they leave their husbands or their spouse. And sometimes, you know what, I'd rather leave everything, because at least I'm not losing my sanity and losing the respect for who I am as a person. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard when you're with somebody to just devour their bullshit and put up with it. And I've devoured enough of my ex's shit for like 17 years with the drinking and shit. And I'm not saying that I'm a punk, but I'm not saying I ain't no Rocky either, but I ain't no damn punk. I'm a tough cookie, and I'm not gonna put up with your shit. You know, he has ended up in the hospital quite a few times because of the lack of my hands, you know what I mean? Because I just don't take no shit. But why should I have to deal with that? You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to put up with that. And as a woman, we want to feel like that we respected and loved. And when you got other bitches calling your house, these, like she said, these no home training bitches, because that she didn't say bitches, but I'm gonna say bitches, these no home training bitches be having like the audacity, like, you already fucking, then you want to call my house like you about that life, bitch. Like, don't you ever in your fucking life call here. It's bitches like that today that really feel like they got it like that they can call the next bitch house and feel like they can ask for their man or say whatever they want. And it's sad to say that I'm not going to disrespect you females that are watching me right now, but I'm pretty sure that out of 100 that are watching this video, there's one of y'all that's one of them bitches. Okay? And that's just how it goes, you know. And you have those females out there, but you know what, that's what makes the world go around. We got our thoughts, we got our hoes, we got our sluts, we got our mermaids. Like I've been told, my boyfriend, my man, was telling me that women are called all kind of things, mermaids. He explained that to me. That's like, you'd be amazed. So then you've got your homemakers, you got your wives that are classy, you got your wives that are whores. It all depends, but it makes the world go around. But not saying that because it makes the world go around that you have to deal with the bullshit. And then on top of that, you got his family talking about you on social media. Here's my thing about that. Say whatever you like about me, whether it be good or bad. The bottom line is, I'm still running through your mind and you're thinking of me. So sometimes bad news or bad shit to say is good shit. It's good shit for me. That's just like the same things. People may like what I did. Oh, did you see what MuffinIsMyLovers did? Oh, I put it all on social media. Well, thanks a lot, bitch. You still mentioned me, so thank you. You still fucking mentioned me, so I do thank you. So it doesn't really matter. I don't really let certain shit that people say about me get to me, because in the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck about how anybody feels about me, because I'm here to take care of my kids, and don't nobody take care of my family but me. So I don't really care about what people say about me on social media or not in my face, because you're not about to say anything in my face, but behind my back. You know, you do all of these things because you're a gangster over the internet, or you're a gangster behind my back, but you wouldn't dare to say it to my face. So the things that they're saying about you, Maya, behind your back on social media, let them continue. Let them. Because you're the bigger person in that. They ain't got nothing better to do with their lives than to talk about you. Sit around and talk about Maya. Let's sit around and talk about Maya because we just don't got nothing else to do today. That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about Maya all day. And that's what they do. They sit around and they talk about Maya all day long, which kind of sucks. But the reality of the thing is, if they didn't have shit, if they had shit to do, they wouldn't be sitting around talking about you. You really don't need to worry about them being on your side or not. With them type of people, I wouldn't even want them in my circle. I wouldn't want them supporting me in any type of way, because all they are in it for is to be nosy. And yeah, that's his family. What do you care about how they feel about you? At the end of the day, you have your children and you have another relationship. As for these bitches calling your home and still talking shit, girl, you need to nip that in the butt. I'm not saying go police on them and call the police. But what I would do is I would let them know, bitch, you got one more fucking time to call my goddamn house. And the next time you do, you're going to have somebody knocking at your door, and it ain't going to be somebody that you like. Now, they don't know how to take that. That could be me and you going to come over there and whip their ass, or you're going to send the police. You don't even have to put the police name in it. But I would do that. And then, like the type of person I am, I would just block your number. I'll block your ass. I will block you to the fucking skies. You get blocked from me. Social media and everything. You fuck with me for too much, I'm going to block you. I could care less about you anymore after that. I'm going to block your ass. But I'm glad that you finally got away from him, because he just is like a worthless soul. First of all, you already abusing me then you cheated, and you got the bitches calling me, you're all the way around disrespectful fucking dickhead. Okay? Excuse my language, but he's all the way around disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough you already putting your hands on a female, but then you want to lie, and then you want to cheat, then you want to have your bitches call it like you are Almighty God. Who do you think you are? You know, the old saying is you reap what you sow, and karma is a bitch. People like himself, you don't have to serve him up. You don't have to serve him no kind of dish of punishment or anything like that, because in the end, like you said, God has got it in his own hands. You leave it in God's hands, because this man, which is hopefully soon to be your ex-husband, will have a nice dish served to him of his own that I'm pretty sure that is not going to be too tasty. Okay, it might not be the taste he was going for. Might be a little bit of spoiledness with that, but you leave stuff like that in God's hands. You were kind of married in a situation just almost as long as I was with my ex-husband, and I don't know, it seems like sometimes when they weren't around, did you ever feel like you was just so happy when they wasn't around? Like you was like, oh yes, I have some sanity, he's not around, I'm so happy he's not here, I can breathe, I don't have to look at his face, he's not breathing around me. That's how I would feel when, like, I would just feel so happy that my ex-husband wasn't, because he was my husband at the time, but I would be so happy that he was like he wasn't there, he wasn't home, like, oh man, it was just like a breath of fresh air. I mean, we weren't always bickering, but you know, we would get along, but after a while, when you're really tired of somebody because they put you through so much, you just really don't want to be bothered with them. And it's like when you see them, it's like, why are you still breathing? Oh, you're still alive? You're still breathing? Oh, why'd you come home? Was I supposed to not say that on camera? I mean, but that's how I felt. Like, oh God, he's still here? Like, God. Go somewhere. So, I mean, it's sad to say that's how a person can make another person feel. Like, but I can truly relate, Maya. But you were doing the right thing with getting some child support. I would totally get that. At least you're going to get that. I have to go back and forth with this person for God knows how long. To get money, but you know, like he said, my ex-husband said, the kid is straight. The kid is straight. You know, I ain't worried about taking care of them. I'm worried about building a relationship with them. And like I say, yeah, that's what all broke niggas say. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga ain't broke. The kid's straight. Your broke ass so straight. Why don't you share some of that wealth with your kids since you so straight? Sorry ass bastard. I don't know, ladies. Abusive relationship is a hard one to gamble with. I just think that there's a lot of outlets out there, and a lot of women are scared and afraid. But you know what? Sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. Do you want your kids, your children, to grow up in an environment where they're seeing abuse? Because they're going to think that it's okay to do that and be that way and be in a relationship like that. And you're fucking up your kids mentally. And that is a form of child neglect. Child abuse is child neglect. So that is a form of that. You know what I mean? And I don't think that it's fair to the children. It doesn't matter which way, men abuse or woman abuse, meaning if the woman is abusing the man or if the man is abusing the woman. It's still not right either way you call it. And it's definitely not right to have your raggedy ass bitches calling somebody fucking house. Like, for real? Girl, I would just change my number and have no dealings with him or his trifling assholes. Like, on some real shit? Like, really? I don't know, Maya, but this is just my opinion. Change your number, have no dealings with him, and put in for divorce. You don't have to have a lawyer to get a divorce. I didn't. I couldn't afford to get a lawyer, paid lawyer, please. I did this on my own. There is ways to do it. What I did is, because I'm in Arizona, I Googled in my state, how to divorce, self-representation for divorce, and it only cost me $365. However, if you're in any type of financial situation, or if you receive like your income is low, or you receive any kind of public assistance, or what else did it say, or things of that nature, like if you get SSI or disability, I think it said on here, or like a veteran's check, you can always show that to the the clerk when you do hand in your paperwork, and they will either grant your divorce and do your divorce paperwork for you for free, or they'll give you a discount. Unfortunately, I had to pay the entire amount, which was $365, which was not bad at all for a divorce. To get rid of the headache, $365 was damn good, and it went just like that, really, really quick. So in all, you know, I paid for the delivery fee of my court papers, which was priority mail signature required, and it would return, so that was like 16 bucks. It was really worth it, and I really would highly suggest that you go ahead and do that, because you want a fresh slate in life, you want to start over, you want to just move forward, then I would highly suggest getting your divorce. Go ahead forward with your child support and change your phone numbers so you can get him and his trifling assholes out of your life. Okay? So divas and divos, leave your information below. And as always, stay diva and divolicious. And I'll see you guys on my next video.